In the $300 example I gave, that's the equivalent of getting that house for $60,000 less in price.
Wow.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
I firmly believe is the right question to be asking right now, individually, if I'm making a lifestyle planning decision, looking to make a move, etc. Not what is the market going to do or what are interest rates going to do. It's what is any of that actually, what's the actual impact any of that has on my personal planning decision of what's going on. So, when you look at concessions in the marketplace, a buy down could net a seller, the impact on the seller, $20,000, $10,000.
Yeah.
But if the buyer were to try to negotiate the price down to get the same payment, we're talking 100,000 potentially.
Yeah, I'll give you some numbers that surround this a little bit to give you a feel. So let's go from the seller side first. If I look at it as I'm a home seller and I'm considering what lever to pull in order to motivate buyers on my property, right? Let's pretend this out. I can offer a reduction in the price of the house. Let's say it's $10,000 or $20,000. A $10,000 reduction in the price of my house saves that consumer roughly $50 a month off their payment, right?
Okay.
That's really not that big a splash.
Right.
I, as a seller, just gave up $10,000 to save them $50 a month.
Right.
Well, I can change it around and I can say, I'll give up 1% of the price of the property instead of $10,000. Maybe that's $3,000 or $5,000, and that moves their interest rate 0.25% or some amount. Now they save far more than the $50 they would have saved by just selling my house at a lower price, right? So there's a magnifier effect there. The seller can subsidize that and make a difference of hundreds of dollars a month in a consumer's payment, whereas changing the price, you'd have to give up $50,000 or $60,000. And so bringing it all the way back to what you were asking about, Matt, in the $300 example I gave, that's the equivalent of getting that house for $60,000 less in price.
Wow. Okay.
Your payment is as if you are now buying that house for $60,000 cheaper. Or if you go from the other angle, if you were maxed out at that previous number and interest rates fall like that, you now have additional buying power just based upon debt ratio alone.